If you live in a city, you know the feeling. We've all been there, right? Staring at that endless sea of red taillights, the constant honking, the slow, painful crawl that just eats up your day. And we've all thought, there has to be a better way. Well, what if the answer wasn't on the ground at all? What if it's been right above our heads this whole time?
I mean, this is it, isn't it? The daily reality for millions of us. That frustrating, time-wasting, soul-crushing experience of being completely and totally stuck. It feels like this massive, unsolvable problem, you know? Like it's just a fundamental flaw of living in a modern city. And here's the simple reason why. Our cities are booming. They're packing more and more people into the same amount of space. And our infrastructure on the ground, the roads, the tunnels, the bus lanes, it just wasn't built for this kind of pressure. It's overloaded. And honestly, it's failing.
For decades, the answer was always the same. Just build more. But let's be real. The old solutions just don't cut it anymore. These massive construction and tunneling projects are unbelievably expensive. They tear up the city for years, and the craziest part? By the time one is finally finished, the city has often already outgrown it.
So, if we can solve the problem by building out or digging down, where else is there to go? Well, we look up. We're going to explore a transit solution that literally soars right over the gridlock, the urban ropeway.
Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Gondolas? Aren't those for ski resorts and tourist attractions? And that's exactly the perception we need to change. We have to update that mental image. Because today, these are serious, practical, high-capacity workhorses of urban transit. So what makes them such a game changer? What's their secret sauce? We're going to break down the 5 key advantages. They're superpowers, really, that are making them a revolutionary solution for cities all over the world. First up, we've got something you could call topographical elegance. It sounds fancy, but the idea is simple. Think about all the things that stop a bus or a train dead in its tracks. A river, a steep hill, a bunch of buildings you can't knock down. A ropeway just glides right over them. It connects parts of a city that were basically isolated before, all with a tiny physical footprint.
The second advantage is where things get really mind-blowing. Just look at these numbers. A new subway line can take 10 years, or more. A ropeway system can be up and running in as little as 18 months. And the cost difference? It's not even a fair fight. We're talking budget-friendly versus billions of dollars per kilometer. It's a no-brainer, because you're not doing all that massive, disruptive tunneling. Advantage number 3 is a huge one for our planet. 0. That's the number of tailpipe emissions. Because these systems are electric, they produce 0 local air pollution. In cities that are struggling with smog, that is quite literally a breath of fresh air. It's a truly green commute. And the environmental benefits don't just stop with clean air. Think about the sound of a city. That constant roar of the highway, the screech of a train. Ropeways are almost silent. They just glide quietly over the city, which dramatically cuts down on the noise pollution that plagues so many neighborhoods. And that brings us to the final 2 big advantages: safety and reliability. These systems have an impeccable safety record, with all sorts of backup systems built in. But for the daily commuter, the real magic is the reliability. Your travel time is guaranteed. You know why? There are no traffic jams in the sky. It's just a smooth, predictable, and frankly, a much less stressful way to get around. Okay, so the benefits are pretty clear. But how do these things actually work in a real city? They aren't just standalone novelties. The whole point is that they're designed to be woven directly into the public transport fabric that a city already has.
And look, this isn't just a theory. It's already happening all over the world. In Medellin, Colombia, they connected steep hillside communities right to the main metro system, changing lives. And then you've got the superstar example, La Paz, Bolivia. It's home to Mi Teleférico, the biggest, most extensive urban ropeway network on the entire planet. They're showing everyone else the way forward. So let's walk through it. Picture this. You board a gondola near your home. You get to sail smoothly over the city for a few minutes, watching the traffic jam below. Then, you arrive at a central hub, and you seamlessly transfer onto the subway or a bus to finish your journey. It's all connected. So here's the crucial idea. Transit experts always talk about the first mile and last mile problem. What they mean is, how do you get people from their actual homes to the main transit lines? It's a huge puzzle. Well, Ropeways solve this brilliantly. They act as these perfect feeders, plugging entire communities, especially those separated by hills or rivers, right into the wider network. So when you put all of this together, it really forces us to completely rethink what urban transit can even be. It's a whole new vision for the modern vertical city. For generations, our answer to congestion was always to dig deeper tunnels or build wider roads. But maybe we were just looking in the wrong direction. The future of city travel might not be on the ground at all. It might just be about finally, intelligently, using the vast untapped space right above our streets.
It's efficient, it's green, and it's already a proven success in the real world. So the final question isn't whether this technology works. We know it does. The real question is whether our city planners have the vision to embrace it. So, is your city looking up for the answers?